Good morning. Good morning. I'm Prophet DL, and this is Life and Godliness. You know what time it is, honey. It is time for us to write it on the tablets of our heart. But before we do that, I'm going to tell you something. There's a video that I saw. Remember I told y'all about, be careful, I told y'all about sexually transmitted diseases, and I told you about the tinged blood and all that kind of stuff. Listen, I was looking at YouTube. I look at my videos, I told you I'm writing it on my heart. So once I read it, I listen to it. Before I prepare my words in the morning, I listen to the previous words that I already posted just to get myself in that flow. So with my first thing flow first, that's how I go. But I saw this title, and this girl says, on the first date, I got pregnant. And I was like, So I told y'all also about the dream that I had about the girls getting pregnant and not gonna want the babies and all this kind of stuff. So here's the thing. She gets on the video and she says she met this guy online. I'm not doing no online dating. Son, I am not going on Christian mingles. Nobody's calm. I don't need that. I'm trying to tell you, God got me. Right now, God said, do you know how long I've waited to get you by yourself? I'm not supposed to be with nobody right now. I'm so good with that. Y'all don't think I need I'm not saying that God didn't create Adam and Eve and they were supposed to become the one. I love relationships. I love to see my sons in their relationships right now. It's love. Love is love. Marquise and Jordan and Lydia and Aaliyah, I love their relationships. And I see firsthand what love looks like. I love them. I love their family, the children, their dynamic. I love it all. However, in this season, Demetra is single and she is cool with that. Okay, so don't put me on nobody's mingle. Please don't put me on the mingle. They're nasty boys out there. I'm telling you. These guys nasty. Anyway, the girl got on the video, met this guy online. He wanted to take her out. She says she can't go out. I'm telling you, pay for your own hair. Pay for your own nails. You can do it. You can do it. Put your mind to it. You don't need him to pay for it. Pay for your own stuff so they don't feel entitled to your body. I don't know how a burger gonna end up buns from my buns. You buy me a burger and I gotta give you my buns. I'm just saying. She says, I can't go on the date. My hair's not fixed. So he sends her $500 to get your hair done. You don't need that hairstyle. If you can't pay $500 out your pocket and already paid all your bills, everything good, and you can still eat, then you don't need to get that hairstyle. Y'all are tripping. Rewear the hair. Okay, anyway, so she goes out on this date with him. So he's like, okay, well, I'll get your hair done. He sent her the money to go get her hair done. She gets her hair done. He wants to come over now. So can I come over? I know you didn't want to go out, basically. Can I come over? I know you didn't want to go out. She like, nah, you can't come over. We just met. I just met you today. He just met you today and you just received $500. So he has an expectation. I'm just telling you. She says she just met him today. No, he's persistent. Well, we just watch a movie. He ain't gonna be no nothing. I'm gonna be respectful and everything. Anyway, she says, okay, well, he did just give me $500. I told you should have took the money. He did just give me $500. So he took the $500. She took the $500. Let old boy come over, right? So now he brought. What they doing? They gonna have drinks in a movie. Y'all gonna have to stop drinking on these dates too. You going out here, they got a plan. They know if you a drinker, you gonna get drunk and then they can have. This is not the first time that I've seen this chick. Last chick I saw went out drinking with a friend. This dude she came up with a busted jaw, face all busted up, didn't know where she was. He told her she fell down some stairs, but he had done a whole bunch of nasty stuff to her. Left her in the house by herself. She had to wake up and find her own way. A co-worker. Watch them co-workers. Okay, let me keep going. So now she goes out on this. She allows him to go over. They start drinking. She said the drink that she was drinking, I don't know what this is, but she needs to let us know. Don't drink nothing. You don't even need to know the name of the drink. Just don't drink nothing. Don't drink nothing. You want to have a glass of wine? Have it by yourself. She ended up drinking this drink that made her feel like she ought to take off all her clothes, honey, and do the nasty. So they did the nasty. She said a couple of weeks later. I guess a couple of weeks later. I don't know what if they still communicating during these couple of weeks or what. I don't know. But I'm telling you my rendition of the story. So she goes and she tells him she's starting to feel a little, queasy about her stomach, not feeling her own self, missing cycles and such. Yeah. First date, she had sex with the guy because it made her feel like that. Whatever she was drinking made her feel like she ought to take off her clothes and give him the buns. So she took off her clothes and she gave him the buns. She ended up getting pregnant. A few weeks later, she texted him. Now she knows. She go, hey, I didn't went to the doctor. She texted. She not even calling, y'all. You see where this thing going? She texting him, letting him know that I'm not feeling good and da-da-da-da-da, and then found out I'm pregnant, right? So he's responded in the text, and she said her face was like on stuck when he texts back and says, I hear what you're saying, and I just want to let you know that I have HIV. Period. What did I tell you? Abstain. I told you to abstain. Nobody gave her my video. I told y'all to share these videos. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with God. God is sending the word out. And if we don't listen, we going to suffer the consequences. You going to fool around and find out why he sent me to tell you that. I don't care if you don't like what I'm saying when I'm saying it. It's the truth. Now, I'm going to tell you one more time. Be single. Learn who you are. Love on yourself. I'm taking me out on a date this weekend. Stop playing with me by myself. Me and Jesus and the angels that are encamped around and about me to keep me in all my ways. You playing with me. And I'm telling you, abstain. If you are not in a committed relationship, if you are not married, you should not be out here having fornications. You think that's funny. She a Christian and she's saying that. Okay, HIV, herpes, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, gonorrhea, syphilis. Have it your way. Pregnancies, unwanted. Children, abandoned. There's a reason God tells us to do the things he tells us to do. So let's do it. Okay, see. Now, I'm going to go to another video and we're going to read the last book of Amos. Amos chapter 9. Yeah. I'll see you next time. Bye.